Opening a new training manual and reading straight from page 1, word by word, is a heavy lift for your brain. Processing a completely new workplace system like 5S that way usually leads to burnout. Think of reading this manual like painting a room. You wouldn't slap a finished coat on bare drywall. You lay down a coat of primer first, so the final color actually sticks. We are going to use a 4-step layering strategy. By following these steps, you will get through your reading faster, take highly specific notes, and retain the tools you need to organize your workspace. To get started, grab your copy of the manual, a highlighter, a pen, and block out 10 to 15 minutes of quiet time. Preparing how your brain absorbs this text is just as critical to the process as the physical steps of sorting and cleaning your actual workspace. Step 1 is to build the framework. We are going to dedicate exactly 6 minutes to understanding how the entire book is structured. Look right at the table of contents. Spend 1 minute scanning this list to see the macro-level setup, noticing how the 5 pillars are broken out into individual chapters. Next, take 3 minutes to physically flip through the pages. Don't read the text. Just get a feel for the style, the flow, and how the illustrations are laid out. Use your final 2 minutes to read parts of Chapter 8. Seeing the conclusions will help you understand the ultimate destination of the entire 5S system. A quick warning: resist the urge to start reading from front to back. Do not try to read complete paragraphs during this phase. This pre-read is essential because it builds a mental house frame. You are giving your brain a necessary structure to attach all the detailed facts to later. That brings us to step 2, prep the chapter. Now we narrow our focus to a single reading session, spending just 3 minutes to prime the brain. Here is the first page of Chapter 1. Spend your first minute reading just this chapter overview section highlighted here at the top. Then, spend 1 minute quickly flipping through the rest of the chapter pages to preview its internal layout. Finally, take 1 minute to formulate a specific question about the material based on what you just saw. Write it down. Formulating a question before you begin turns you from a passive scanner into an active investigator, hunting for a specific answer in the text. Step 3 is the deep read. This is where the line-by-line reading begins, but we're going to use a strategic filtering tool to keep it efficient. This page guides you through 8 margin assists, built-in roadmaps designed to save time. Focus on key point, new tool, and how-to steps. Let these specific icons dictate your pace, triggering you to slow down and dial up your focus. Keep your highlighter capped until you hit the information marked by these exact icons. That is the only time you should be highlighting or taking notes. Relying on margin assists solves the problem of information overload. You filter out the background noise and isolate the highly actionable 5S principles you actually need. Step 4 is to lock it in. The moment you finish the chapter text, there are 2 tasks you need to complete immediately. First, complete the Take 5 reflection questions provided in the book. This forces your brain to actively recall the material you just read. Next, spend 3 minutes reading the chapter summary as a final quality check on your retention. If you hit a bullet point in that summary and don't recognize the concept, you must flip back and review that specific section immediately. This immediate reflection and review process acts as your finished coat of paint, locking the 5S knowledge securely into place. By the time you close the book, you possess a fully processed, highlighted, and summarized action plan ready for the shop floor. Building the framework, applying the primer, and securing it with a finish coat drastically reduces your study time. Following this exact method guarantees high retention of the 5S principles, which makes your physical workplace implementation much smoother. So grab your highlighter, turn to Chapter 2, apply your first coat of primer right now, and begin your journey to a visual workplace.